Perfect. JIC, just in case.
Jesus Incredible Christ.
Jesus Incredible. Did you know that was his middle name? Incredible. Hey everybody, Marty and Jesse here with another episode of Discovery Queue, and today we are playing Labyrinth of the Demon King. Jesse, are you ready to go inside the labyrinth?
I'm so ready to go inside the labyrinth.
We are. Well, the game also wants to know. Like, wow, the game is like echoing our thoughts.
Oh my god!
Right from the get-go, the world has entered the latter stage of the Dharma. That's never good.
Usually the latter stage of anything is bad.
I'm an early Dharma man. Society is crumbling, war has spread throughout the country, disease and famine have killed thousands, and demons walk the very earth itself. You are an Ashigaru, a foot soldier in service of Lord Takeda Nobumitsu. He sounds fancy. Deceived by a powerful demon, your lord led his army into an ambush. All perished except for you. Against your wishes, your lord sacrificed his life to aid you in... Ooh, that was very quick. You have made a vow to track down the demon who betrayed your lord and end its life. Okay, easy setup.
If you get betrayed by a demon, that's on you. It's a demon.
It's a demon.
You should
have trusted him. You take what could possibly be your final breath in this mortal plane and prepare yourself to enter. We're about to get titular. We're absolutely about to get titular. Boom. Labyrinth of the Demon King.
Oh, roll credits.
That was good. So yeah, this is a new game this is a solo developer published by Top Hat Studios, which is a new indie publishing label, relatively new, that I'm going to tell you, I'm watching them with great interest. They published Frogun a few years ago, which I loved, Crypt Custodian last year, which I know Javid loved, and Jay and Tina, or Jess and Tina just... streamed, and they have a really stellar lineup, and this one just came out May 13th on PC and all consoles, and both of us have had a chance to dip in and play a bit, and I would say this is like a crunchy PS1 coded dungeon crawler, so a little bit of Kingsfield, early FromSoft Kingsfield, and aesthetically a little bit of Silent Hill. It's got the spookies.
Oh, it definitely does. It has, and we've both played a lot further than this. This is the beginning, but we've put multiple hours in, and that it really hits some of those good horror vibes. Everything is very like these cutscenes are unnerving, and I love them. And
it feels very like Silent Hill 1. Like you get into the alley, and all of a sudden you see like, is that a dead dog? Jay, you should probably leave this city. You shouldn't be here if you're finding dead dogs strewn about.
But you got to get that demon for betraying your captain or whatever.
Yeah. He's that's his own finger in his mouth.
Is it a finger or is it a tentacle? He's eating someone else.
He ate the inside of someone. He ate the bones.
Oh my gosh. I like it's a little like kind of sloth face.
Yeah, it's like in another world I would say it's cute. Not in this world. In our world I would say it is not cute. But in another world, I'd say it's cute.
Absolutely.
What was that thing? There's no voice acting, so we're giving the voice acting.
Yeah. There's like the Banjo-Kazooie but it's like creepy, distorted one. So it's like noises.
If Banjo and Kazooie didn't come from Spiral Mountain, but instead came from hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much it, yeah. Everything is so abstract in its art design, and I think that really works in the game's favor, which we'll get to negative points, don't worry. That is like the monster design I think is interesting, even when it's like basic human anatomy. It's still weird enough, and then parts of the environment where I'm like, what am I looking at? But usually not in a bad way.
Yeah, it's this game has vibes up the wazoo in a really great way. Just like even like little things, just like walking through the darkness for what seems like forever to finally find this little thing and climbing up the well, as the old parable is, and you kind of enter the compound of the titular Labyrinth of the Demon King. I guess this is technically like, would you say this is the labyrinth?
No, because this is just the courtyard. Like, I think when you go into the first dungeon, which we'll get to in a moment, or the first building, that's a labyrinth. Because it's not a maze. Like, it seems maze-like, as a labyrinth should, but there's so few places to go, and places loop back on each other that, like, you are just sort of going towards the center, which made it all the more frustrating when I eventually did get stuck and had no idea where to go.
Are mazes and labyrinths one of those things where like all mazes are labyrinths, but not all labyrinths are mazes?
I don't. Oh no!
This feels like
a
Monday conversation. Maybe you could just you could bring that to the table in your for your rundown of Hot Monday energy.
I believe labyrinths purposefully lead you to the center, where mazes are supposed to dead end you into things, so it's hard to find the center or the end.
Oh, like a maze
But
is all about getting out, whereas like a labyrinth is all about getting in.
But there can be mazes to a center point, and then you have to get out the same way you came in. That's a double maze.
Oh, the old DZ.
Maze.
I think this door gets us there.
Yeah, that's the door. Which that's a problem I did have, which is this right here. This like
this opening area.
Yeah, and throughout the whole thing, you have like, okay, ooh, it's spooky, it's foggy, like the vibes are good, but I believe it was Jesus, Incredible Christ, who said, a man cannot live on vibes alone. And that's where I feel like this game kind of fails, because I got stuck and had to do a lot of backtracking and try to figure out where to go. And man, did I get really sick of staring at the same walls and the same door textures, but are only doors about 3% of the time, and the rest of the time they're just walls, but you have to check them all anyway.
Yeah, it is. It does. It feels like it taps into that old school vibe for better and for worse.
Yes.
It feels very. So yeah, you see here we have our equipment. We got a sword. Got various pieces of armor that we started out with. Later on in the game, you're able to upgrade those. You can find like a blacksmith and do all that. But yeah, in this opening area, our main goal is to find 4 gems, I guess, or little stones that we can put inside of this thing to open this door to follow this priest that the lady outside mentioned. And right now, we're going to get into our first combat encounter with these men. What do you think they're doing? Oh, they're murdering. Never mind.
Oh, I thought they would be kissing.
I thought they're roughhousing. I like that the demons in the game don't work together. I don't like. It doesn't make sense when demons are like have camaraderie. Because I'm like, no, y'all are like, you should be like little munchkins just going after each other. Look, he's beating his head with a rock. That's not good.
Yeah, and there's a few different types of demons, and they will, like these are demons of the same type. They're like the kind of big head humanoids. And some of them will have like a big pro wrestling chair.
Oh my god, that's my favorite one. Yeah. My god, he comes around a corner with a chair. I'm like, I'm scared, but I'm also very happy that this man just has a large chair.
Some will have a stick, a rock, whatever, and then there's other ones, and they'll fight each other, and then there's like little demons.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one of the gems. There's the first gem.
Look at that. You know what? One could say, we're already cruising. We're already cruising for bruising.
One could say that. Are they correct? Who knows? But okay, so like to your left, that's a door.
Yes.
But that's that is one that actually interacts.
Oh, but then there's a bunch of things that are like, if they're like slightly askew, like the doors won't work. You'll see as we press on that it can be it can get a bit confusing. This is the basement. I don't want to go down there yet.
Yeah.
I'm usually just the first person to be like, if this building has a basement, I want to go see what's going on down there. Because there's usually all sorts of exciting stuff.
I never cut the cloth. I never tried that.
Oh, you just walked through it?
Yeah, I just kept walking through it every time.
Friggin' bugs. I actually do that whenever I go to someone's house. If they have cloth hanging up, I try to cut it. Yeah. I'm usually not invited a second time. Get out of here. These bugs can be, speaking of rascals, where did this man come from?
Oh, you're out of stamina?
Oh my god, I was fighting that bug. Don't worry, I'll get him.
So another thing is about this game that is a real two-edged sword, unlike a katana. You have stamina.
Yes.
And running does not cost stamina, but it does not allow your stamina to replenish.
Correct.
Walking is very slow, but allows your stamina to replenish. But boy howdy, watch how slowly your stamina replenishes.
If there was one relatively easy change I'd make to this game, it would be to just give you more stamina or make every action cost less stamina. And I understand, we're living in a post-stamina world, in a Souls-like world where stamina has become a currency that we all just understand as a part of games, but there needs to be a fine line between, be careful to not waste this resource, and it's incredibly frustrating to do simple things like, this is a Dudley boy right here.
Yep.
Oh, he got me. I even knew he was coming, and he still got me.
Yeah, so you get upgrade material, and the entire time I played, which I think was like close to 8 hours.
Oh my God, I got chaired. I got deathed right away. I'm coming back from.
I think I managed to get 2 upgrades, and I put them both in stamina, and they're 5 stamina a piece.
Yeah, which is not a lot. That's like a swing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get upgrades to your sword, and I should have saved in the building. That was a nonsense move on my part. One thing nice is when you die, it's not like it doesn't reset all of your progress. Like, you keep the things you did. So when we get back into that building, the stone that we placed inside the emblem will still be there, and any items we got will still be picked up. However, enemies will respawn. So
is that the only penalty for death? Is you go back to wherever your last save was and enemies respawn? Because I never noticed like my gold going down. Well, not my gold, my mon.
Your mon. Yeah, I believe so. I haven't noticed anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any like there's no like genuine game over, or there's no penalty where you come back with half health. That would be really cruel if you came back with half health. We're going back in.
God, you already got so little.
We're going back in. I think I'm gonna go straight upstairs, and I'm gonna kill this chairman.
But save first.
But save first. Jeez, I almost didn't do it.
Go to the shrine.
The weird thing is these saves are from like several weeks ago. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, and my thing's not equipped? Okay.
Yeah, it does unequip it.
Okay.
So that with the
this guy's
slow...
not here anymore.
Well, that is a point in the game's favor. The enemy spawn is not consistent.
Oh, okay, that's good. I actually like that.
Yeah, so you'll sometimes you'll come in here and there'll be the 2 people fighting.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. So it's not like always some guys will be the same. Like, I have a feeling the chairman of the board will still be there upstairs.
Very possible, but he might be gone too.
What if he's just sitting in the chair?
Also, later on, you'll trigger an event and you'll spawn an unkillable enemy that will follow you around.
Oh, that guy's a
But
jerk.
gets stuck on a lot of stairs.
Yeah,
so.
This is true. Oh my God. I literally got scared. I knew he was going to be here. I literally made a chairman of the board joke, and I still got scared.
The parrying's fairly forgiving.
Yeah.
In the opposite way I expected. You have, when you start the parry, you have to kind of start it before the attack or it'll go through. But after you parry, you have like a solid second where any attack will be parried. So like you actually want to do it too early versus on time.
Yeah. Which is, again, this is just a me problem, but I'm currently playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and the new Doom, and both of which have parries that require different timing in that regard. Which, listen, my poor brain can't handle that many different parries. I like this guy, I'm going to be honest, because I first saw him and I thought he was going to be a villain, and it turns out he's a cool little basket man.
I think he is a villain. He's just not wanting to kill us. He is going around like murdering and cutting up other people to use as food. And he does talk about the person who's locked in the closet. And he's like, no, I'm just going to eat him. Don't let him out.
Don't let him out. He's got salt in there. It's going to taste good.
Yeah. So, like, I think he's a bad guy, but also he's okay with us.
Yeah.
And in this place of labyrinths and demons, we're like, you know what? You're not the worst of the lot. So.
You got to take what you can get. He's I don't want to offend you. He's Grinderbin coded. He's just a small businessman.
I am not offended.
I feel like Grinderbin seems like the kind of person who would carry around a bunch of dirty badges, lead balls, and sake.
Be in a place they definitely shouldn't be, but I'm still willing to sell you something.
Still, yeah. Listen. you know what? If you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. So think about that. And if that thing you love is chopping up dead bodies and selling their parts on the market, then so be it.
Who are we to judge?
Who are we to judge? So yeah, we want to make a little mental note of this dude because we're gonna have to come back to him when we find we're gonna find a dead end downstairs, and he will close it.
And he has the key to let the person out of the pantry. Yeah, so a thing that I learned with that stamina is like you have to get in a fight and then walk around until you get your full stamina, and then you're allowed to run again.
Yeah.
Because if you run with low stamina and then run into an enemy, you are just boned.
What is that noise? I hear a rascal.
There's so many good noises, and the fun thing is you hear people through walls.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they'll be in a room that's connected to you via a wall, but like not anywhere close to you.
Sure. Oh, this is the statue we're gonna need.
Oh, you need that later, yeah.
Yeah. And it is very ominous when it's like, are you sure you're gonna take this statue? You sure you want to take it? I'm like, well, now I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah, that's another point in the game's favor, is being like, ooh, are you sure you want to do... Like, when you load a game, it's like, whoa, are you absolutely sure that's the decision you want to make?
Yeah.
And you're like, did I hit delete? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, there's little things like that to just make you uncomfortable, but not upset.
Yeah. It's like, I was sure that's the decision I wanted to make until you mentioned, oh, Jesus.
Right. My little guy just skittering by.
Just scooting.
Yeah, and like there's a part where you can fix your katana, because there's another room that you didn't go to that has a rusty katana in it.
Oh, that's right. Like before you get in, right before you get in this building, it's in like a different building. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And so you can fix it, but he's like, don't give me no rusty katana to fix your busted katana with, but it's all you have.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you sure you want to do that?
Yep.
And I, in my playtime, had not found another katana.
Yeah, no, same.
That
yeah.
fits it. So I said yes, but was like, did I make a decision that was poor?
Look at him. He's fighting a bug. This is the clash
Yeah,
of the
I love
Titans.
it. They fight each other. I don't think he's going to hit that bug, though. Oh, nope, that bug killed him.
Listen, I should have befriended that bug. Okay, so this is the door we were talking about. Fella got stuck in a pantry. Have you ever gotten locked yourself in a small room before? Like a bathroom?
Like a
or
literal
pantry?
fear of mine.
That would suck.
Like, I don't like taking elevators alone for that reason.
But you'd be fine getting stuck with another person? I'd be worried about getting stuck with another person that, like, cannibalism would set in very quickly. Like, way quicker than it should be. It'd be like, it's been 15 minutes. Like, you don't need to resort to eating each other.
Like, you don't understand, my blood sugar is very low.
Yeah. I just get worried in situations and I start munching. Okay, so yeah, this is one of those. The map can be a little bit confusing. Like, obviously, that was the kitchen and pantry, so we're here, so we want to backtrack all the way upstairs.
Yeah, because it doesn't show you where you are, but it does show you what room you're in.
Yeah.
If you have a map of that area. Like, when there's a later section where you can go to the outside of floor 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But you don't have a map of it, and it still shows the floor, but it's not lit up.
You're like
anywhere,
off the grid.
It's kind of confusing. Yeah.
Look at these guys. They'll just let me.
Roughhousing.
They're just roughhousing. Let demons be demons.
So a thing that bothers me a little bit, I didn't use my torch in this game, because if you look, the game is in 4x3.
Yeah.
And when you have the sword and the torch, it just feels so claustrophobic.
It's like 50% of your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
So I had to lower my torch the whole time.
I would love to see a third-person perspective of just holding out your arms, like a sword in one hand and a torch in the other.
Yeah.
He's very much like, I'll give you the key if you kill the dude in there. And you're like, well,
right.
No. And he's like, okay, I'll give you the key if you take that statue.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems worrisome, but yeah. Yeah, so why?
Wait, you wanted me to murder him, but now you're willing to do it for this statue. What's up with this statue?
Yeah.
Like, what thievery am I committing?
Yeah. Especially when you get to the statue and it's like, oh no, this is like a holy relic. Probably shouldn't be futzing with it. But you know what? We're still gonna futz. Who are we if not futzers?
So those decisions, incredibly smart, really set a mood.
Oh,
But as you can see, Marty knows what he's doing, and it is still taking a decent amount of like, well, you run this way, and then you got to run back this way, and then you got to run this way, and then you got to run back this way. And that backtracking did wear on me, because travel itself isn't really fun.
no, and again, yeah, we're playing this based on Jesse and I have both put, significant time in the game, so like I'm kind of just doing things based on remembering to do things. Like, oh, I remember the statue was here. When I first played the game, I was constantly looking at my map, and I was constantly like, where am I? What am I doing? Because as you can see from this area, stuff kind of looks the same. Hallways look the same, and everything. Which I believe that's intentional. I think this is gearing towards the kind of people who would want to play a game where your progress is kind of measured in inches. But
which in theory I like.
Yeah, because this has been, folks have tried to kind of tap into that. Here's your statue. Tap into that kind of that Kingsfield first person dungeon crawling vibe. We did. I think we did some hidden gems. I don't know if it was here back at the Escapist, but the Lunacid game, right?
Yeah, I was about to say Lunacid.
Yeah, which is a really really popular take on it. But yeah, there's always that fine line to walk of being inspired by something from the past, and when you try to bring it into the present, do you bring it as it was, or do you add modern bells and whistles and tweaks and quality of life improvements to kind of bring it up to par with the stuff we're used to be playing now?
Yeah, and there's no correct answer.
Sure.
But there are answers that make me go, I'm not going to keep playing this.
Yeah. I think, this is it.
God, you are navigating so much better than I did.
Look at this, man. Look at this little dude. He's a little ugly creep, and I love him.
Yeah. He's the same, similar size to one of the smaller demons that come up later, and those are one of the hardest enemies, I think.
Yes, because
they're super quick.
Yeah, they're just like ankle biters.
And they got little daggers, and they'll just stab you.
Oh my god, slashing away. I don't like anything with little daggers. Freaks me out. Okay, goodbye, sir. He ends up being he's a blacksmith. We kind of go through that, but he's someone that eventually we can find him in the basement, and if you give him it's not mushrooms, it's like little, what is it, like weird little gourds?
It's the little shoopadoops or something.
Shoopadoops,
they have a weird name, and it's the cat tells you that they I think it's the cat, or the item description tells you that because he's a kappa, I think.
That's right.
And that they love these stinky little things.
I'm not a kappa. That was Leonardo DiCaprio in that was Mark Wahlberg trying to tell people that he's not a kappa.
I thought that was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think what we can all agree on is it wasn't a good impression. Oh my god. I'm stuck. Oh no.
Oh.
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. No one's crying.
So on the subject of the blacksmith, because this is on my notes of things to talk about, I feel like this game is, trying to be slow paced. I like your description measured in inches, but oh no. Oh, is that the blacksmith?
Oh my god!
Yeah, he beats ass.
What?
I accidentally brought enemies to the blacksmith, to upgrade stuff, and he just goes, not in my house, and turns around and just murders them. And
this isn't on camera, but I am slack-jawed, because I did not know that would happen, because I assumed he just warped to the basement. I didn't think he
No, he walked.
This is the greatest game of all time. I take back every complaint I had. Greatest game of all time. 12 out of 12.
Oh, so you have the little things that you have to use to upgrade, and your first upgrade costs 2 of them.
Yes,
and they are not plentiful.
No, I think I found just a handful throughout my playthrough.
Yeah, and then the second upgrade for the same item costs 3.
Yeah.
So at 5, it's like, well, you got 2 upgrades, something cool, and they're so rare that it's like, oh no, what do I do with these? You have a weapon at the very start. You have a weapon. And you have 3 different pieces of armor. Each one have to be upgraded individually.
Yeah.
And no context or anything with what upgrade would help you in what way, and it's an absolute crapshoot.
Yeah,
but
and
it's
you don't know like will upgrading my will upgrading my helmet do something to my defense different than upgrading my body armor, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's a layer of kind of opacity, opookness. There's a layer of not understanding what's going on that I think having a bit more knowledge of what's happening would just be helpful.
Yeah, either more knowledge or more resource for allowing of experimentation.
Yeah.
Because I ended up doing my sword, which I upgraded to the full katana with the rusty katana.
Yeah.
And then I was like, cool. But then I found a few more items for upgrading, and I was like, sweet, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna have a banging katana. And then I found 2 more weapons.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and there was like one you really liked, right?
Yeah, the hammer for making mochi.
Yeah.
And bashing skulls was like, oh wait, should I use this? Wait, should I upgrade this? Is it gonna be better?
Yeah.
How much better?
Yeah, and you kind of just have to you do it and you hope for the best because you don't know, you don't have the information of, this is going to be a good decision or a bad decision.
Right. Where I feel like that works in the do you want to take the statue instead of murder a man thing, where that uncertainty is good. It
feels
not
like choose your own
revolving around limited
there, whereas this
I'm not losing a resource because of it.
Yeah, like an incredibly precious resource. Oh, are you me? Or are you
them? Those guys.
Oh, those
guys
are
the worst. They're so quick, and they parry, and then they riposte so quickly. And then you're at 7 stamina, and you got 1 swing left.
He doesn't. I bet he doesn't know how to climb stairs.
He absolutely knows how to climb stairs.
But Mama never taught him how to climb stairs. Oh my God! There's something behind me. What is behind me? Isn't that the way I came? Fight each other. This is turned into a triple threat match. He's got like a whole little door. Look at him.
Yeah, that little pantry door. I like that they'll have different things. Like sometimes they'll have a rock, a stick, a chair, a pantry door, a window. It's cool that it's not just one thing.
Yeah,
it adds.
It seems like they pulled something off the shelves.
Right. Like, oh no, this is an environmental thing they just grabbed because it's an evil demon. We're not even sure.
What if they're just dudes, just regular dudes?
Well, and that's, again, the fun uncertainty is but are they just people that also tried to do something here and went mad?
Yeah.
And just became that? Is that our fate?
Will we become a chair-wielding demon Dudley boy if we stay here too long?
That part, and I do wish the plot, because, again, we put way more hours into it, and I feel like it did not give me enough story in that amount of time.
Yeah,
I really wanted to know more, and the game did not deliver.
And you find, we found a couple. Why do I keep missing? We find a couple. I think this might be the boss of the game. He's the toughest man I've ever fought. We found a couple documents and stuff with backstory, and we've kind of just cruised through them. But I like the little pieces of backstory you get. But again, I wish there was something slightly more. Stop pushing me, Jesus. A little more concrete to it. Not to always. It's trite to just constantly bring up Souls games, but Souls games have that fun thing of you kind of get what you put into it, and if you really want to dig into the lore, you start piecing together, this item belonged to this guy, and he served under this queen and fought in this war, which I think would have been cool, some of that here.
Yeah. And even something like, comparing to Silent Hill 1, a game we both love. Yeah, I hate that you can't break through that.
Yeah.
Where even when you'll have moments of that, what is this? I'm uncertain. I don't know what's happening. But you have that good goal that is of a save your daughter.
Sure.
And that is the overarching goal. And then there's moments of little bits of like, oh, you're closer because this happened. Oh, you saw, like, you were in the mall and you saw her image come up on the TV in the static.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe she's close. Like, there's little things like that. In this, I don't think we get anything about the Demon Lord or our mission.
Yeah.
In the whole time we're getting those, I got 3 out of those 4 things in my playtime.
Sure. Yeah. To get into to enter that opening area.
And there's a few things, like there's a puzzle that deals with some characters, but I don't think that has actual plot relevancy. It's just a little story, and it tells you what order to do a thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel connected in any way, and I feel like that's a bit of a missed opportunity. Or if it does connect, it's much further in, and I still need something now.
Sure, yeah. So yeah, if we had, like you mentioned, he's able to repair our broken katana. If I would have grabbed that rusty katana, which I forgot from before we enter. I guess that's a pro tip if you're going to play the game. Grab that thing before you enter this. Oh, I thought that was a man. That was just a brazier. That was the scariest brazier I've ever seen.
Oh, from Seattle?
The Seattle Braziers?
Brazier Crane?
Brazier Crane!
That joke was for like you, me, and like one person that's watching, but
Niles.
I hope you really enjoyed it.
You, me, and Niles. That's who the joke was for. Yeah, this is a game that I think like the bones are there for something really neat. I just wish a lot of the other elements kind of coalesced to really come together.
I honestly, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because there was a point where I got 3 out of 4 objects. I had 1 new item that was like clearly a key item. It's an instrument.
Yeah.
And I spent like an hour or two just continually going through the whole labyrinth. This whole area. I don't even know if it's the titular labyrinth.
It's gotta be. Title screen came up.
But yeah, like I kept going through and being like, okay, do I use that here? Do I use it here? Is there a new thing here? Do I use it? And like never found the answer, and was ultimately like, we're playing this pre-release, so I can't look up a guide. And was like, I feel like I'm good. Like, there was some cool vibes. I liked it in a way, but I feel like it is a little too slow, a little too uninformative, a little too uninformative. Like just a little too obtuse. Like your map, if you open that real fast, they mark it. So you see like, oh, there's a red line on the top left.
Yeah, almost feels like the Resident Evil or the Silent Hill thing of like, oh, this was a dead end. And
that's really cool. That's really helpful until you start unlocking those, and then that does not change in the map.
Well, and even like in this area, take for instance, we're in the pool area. You can see it in the red right there. But like the map shows 2 exits to this place, but it's like, well, there's this thing in the way of like, where is the second entrance / exit to this room? And like, oh, it's like this stuff fell down, you can't get here, and that's not like marked on the map. So I would forget that there was an obstacle, and I was like, oh, I'll get through here and go around, and I'd get back down there and be like, oh, that's not good. What's wrong with these guys? Just hang out in the ceiling?
Yeah, just hanging out in the ceiling, just feeling ceiling cretins.
His body could fall? Oh, now that just felt
well, that
felt incredibly rude. But
so that made backtracking way harder and like way more time consuming than I feel like it was supposed to.
But yeah, this is a game. I think it's gonna. I have a feeling this is gonna be one of those games that ends up getting a pretty like hardcore small fan base. Oh, is this a little arcade?
Oh, interesting.
I didn't find it there in my main playthrough, but I guess.
Yeah. So I bet if you don't get it in the first area, they give it to you.
That's definitely a thing where it's like, oh, if you do enough exploration, you can get it early, or you'll get it for sure later on.
Yeah. In fact, you didn't have to kill this person.
No?
There's multiple crying people.
Oh, it's like the Souls thing, where it's like if someone's kind of like, oh, now I feel bad.
Yeah, if you just ignore them, they will just cry, and you can like take the items in front of them and stuff. There it is, the shikamika.
The shikamika.
Yeah, that's what the little guy wants.
The shake and bake. this cave gave me literal nightmares. I would just rather die than go through this ear canal.
Yeah, but like, and that's the frustrating part is like stuff like this. I really loved this, and then one side's the secret wall.
Oh yeah, so then this gets you to the pool.
Right, so you could be like, oh, there is two things, and there's little cool things like that, but then a lot of times the map doesn't update with that, so you are looking for where do I go, and you don't remember how to get to the places you've been because it's still showing you a bunch of locked doors.
Yeah, and my I don't want to speak for both of us, but personally, my memory shot to hell. There's no way I'm going to remember that kind of stuff, especially if I'm playing the game like late one night and then I'm like, okay, I'm coming back the next day. No way I'm going to remember that.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even know who's telling me this. I forgot who I'm on the call with. Yeah.
Are we even filming this? So yeah, Strange Gem. This
did
was
I hit record? Oh no.
This was the second gem, the second of gems we can use for upstairs. But yeah, I think that'll do it for us. So again, Labyrinth of the Demon King. This is out May 13th. We're playing on PC, but it is out on everything: Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, the Atari Jaguar.
I think is it going to be on the Gamecom too?
Remember the Gamescom? Oh, that was terrible. This feels like it could live on a Dreamcast though, so they should port this game to Dreamcast. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching our Discovery crew of Labyrinth of the Demon King. This was Marty and Jesse. Have a wonderful rest of your days, and we'll see you all next time. I'm jumping in the hole. Bye.
Bye.
Rip.
Also, why does it say revive twice? I never figured that out.
I thought it was going to be a thing where you could only revive once, and then it was like, oh no, there's only one revive left. But no, it's just revive. Yeah. Shout out to Reviving, by the way. Do you think the Demon King is the the greatest DK in history? No, Donkey Kong's got to be the best, right?
Which Donkey Kong?
Just Donkey Kong.
But there's like the Donkey Kong that turns into Cranky Kong, but then there's the modern Donkey Kong, which is possibly Donkey Kong Jr.